Got Stevie Bailey back in the hot seat today. Thank you for joining me. Let's talk about Ryan's last fight in Halifax and what to take away from it.
Good fight, good performance. Tough to not know who you're fighting through no one's fault but the Frenchman. Very happy with his improvement in defense, head movement, boxing IQ, ring generalship. I thought overall it's the kind of progress we want to see for a guy on the way to a world title.
Did you make ring to the table what you expected? That's like how you played.
He brought what I expected. I thought he might take another round or two for Ryan to cut through him, but Ryan landing those short shots, not overexposing himself, and his defense being as cute as it was, taking a half step back, led to Simic going the way he went.
How does it feel having Ryan here in Ontario, full-time training and really progressing in the gym?
Stress-free. Stress-free. Having him here on a full-time basis, going home from time to time, leads me to be very confident that I have a world champion in the making.
What do you see happening by the end of, what would you like to see happen by the end of 2023 with his career?
Listen, if a phone call comes for Badou Jack or any of these world champions, I would jump at it. In a perfect world, we fight out 2 more fights the rest of the year. We progressively step up. Early 2024, whoever's waiting there for us, we go.
So let's talk about Badou Jack. What's your thoughts on him fighting Canelo and that fight now being on?
I think Badou Jack was trying to do what was right for Badou Jack. Canelo was trying to do what was right for Canelo. I don't think anyone's in the wrong. It just didn't make sense for either guy.
So now Badou Jack needs an opponent. He does need to fight this year. How do you feel about the fight with him and Ryan?
I would love Badou Jack to fight Ryan Rizicki. I would absolutely love that fight. Challenging. He's a 3-time 3-weight division world champion. He's a good boxer. He can fight a bit. But I'd be very confident going over to Saudi Arabia with Ryan for that fight.
How do you think the fight would go between these two?
I think for as long as Badou Jack was willing to stay boxing, it's an interesting fight. The second he starts fighting, I think we have a bit of a shootout on our hands.
Do you have any predictions of how that fight would go?
I think Badou Jack, and I mean this with all respect, I'm not trying to disrespect the guy, if he could see the 8th or 9th round, I'd be surprised.
Oh, that's a good prediction.
That's genuinely how I see it going.
What challenges does he bring to the table?
Experience. The guy's got more experience in world title fights than I think Ryan has maybe fights. If not, it's very close. He probably has 10, 12 world title fights. Ryan has 18, 19 pro fights. So that level of experience you can't buy. You can only get through that time in the ring in those kind of big moments. So, you know, he can't buy that. And I think he'd be cute. He'd be smart with little tricks. He'd know how to buy time. He'd know how to frustrate Ryan. But, you know, I think the Ryan we have now would know how to overcome that every step of the way.
Is there any other current cruiserweight champions you'd like to see before Badou Jack or anyone?
Arsen Galerium. I don't have a favorite. Arsen Galerium, no one really knows him, but I've been telling you guys about him for a few years. I'd like that fight. Chris Billum-Smith, pretty sure Dan has a message on his phone for me 3 years ago. Please get the Chris Billum-Smith fight. I feel just as strongly about that today as I did 3 years ago. I think that would be a great fight. I think Chris Billum-Smith is another hard-working guy like Ryan. Wasn't naturally the most gifted. He's worked every step of the way to get where he is, but I like that fight. Jay Optia is more of a chess match, but again, he can't play chess for 12 rounds with Ryan Rizicki.
I like that. That's a good statement. How do you think the fight would go in the Middle East? Being there for the first time, under heat, desert. How do you feel like the fight would go in the Middle East?
Look, everything like that presents a challenge, but honestly, Ryan, I don't think Ryan cares where the fight is. I don't think the heat's going to bug him. I think we get there in due time just to be professional and make sure it's covered, but I think once you're in the ring, it's all the same to that man. I think everywhere, whether it's Cape Breton, Saudi Arabia, Alaska, Ireland, England, wherever, same shit. He's out in the woods, he's hunting.